Hello, this is my reading discussion assignment. The article I read discussed the microbial ecosystems present in cheese. Okay, there we go. The article explained that more than 100 different microbial species can be found in a single cheese type, and each cheese can have billions of microbes, which are responsible for its unique flavor. And the article goes over what scientists think specific cheese microbes lead to what flavors. And they have also been studying which specific bacteria and fungi they can find in cheese by taking samples of it and seeing what DNA they can find in those samples. So, the way that cheese is created is that when milk is left out in warm conditions, it forms these little curds. And what cheesemakers do is they add some starting culture of beneficial bacteria to help it develop. However, scientists have found that over half of the microbes found in cheese are not in the starter culture. They found that many of these microbes are introduced via the water, air, the salting part of the cheese, and from human contact. And you can see this image from the article that I took just shows all the different ways that different microbes can develop. Okay. They also found that different sort of kingdoms that they call it, I think, form during the cheese making. So, as you can see in this example here, there is certain bacteria that forms in the early stages, and it's different from the microbacterial colonies that are in the later stages of cheese. And they found that fresher cheeses usually only have 1 to 2 different types of microbe species, but ones that are aged a lot have up to 400 different microbial species in the cheese. And what's interesting is they found that if the conditions like the moisture, the heat that the cheese is made at, the heat that the milk is heated to, is kept constant, then almost identical sequences of microbial settlements will form. So no matter where you make cheese, if you have a consistent process, it will create almost identical batches of cheese. And even some microbes that are commonly used in cheese making have almost been domesticated. They've started losing genes that don't aid in metabolizing sugars and proteins that are found in milk. Is my slide working? Okay. And finally, the article ends by stating that the increasingly controlled process of cheese making, for example, pasteurization, has led to cheese becoming less flavorful. Well, this was a really interesting read for me. Cheese is some of my favorite foods, so it was really entertaining for me to learn where it comes from. I am a little concerned about cheese becoming less flavorful, so I'm wondering if cheese coming from smaller farms tastes better than widely manufactured cheeses.